Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to tell about a story which is called Pippa's Panda-tastic Pillow Fight. Enjoy it! Once upon a time, in the cozy town of Willowvale, there lived a little girl named Pippa. Pippa was known for her big imagination and her even bigger heart. She had curly red hair that bounced with every step she took, and her eyes sparkled with mischief and joy. Pippa had a special friend named Penelope. But Penelope wasn't just any friend, she was a plush panda with soft, fluffy fur and a mischievous grin. Pippa and Penelope did everything together. They went on adventures in the backyard, explored the woods near their house, and even had tea parties with all of Pippa's other stuffed animals. One sunny afternoon, as Pippa and Penelope were playing in Pippa's room, they stumbled upon an old pillow tucked away in the corner. It was big and fluffy, with a picture of a panda printed on it. Pippa's eyes lit up with excitement. "Look, Penelope. It's a panda pillow," she exclaimed, holding it up for her friend to see. Penelope's button eyes widened with delight, and she let out a little squeak of joy. It seemed like the perfect pillow for a pillow fight. Without hesitation, Pippa grabbed the pillow and challenged Penelope to a friendly pillow fight. Penelope giggled and nodded eagerly, ready for some panda-tastic fun. They jumped onto Pippa's bed, pillows in hand, and began to whack and swing with all their might. Feathers flew through the air, and giggles filled the room as Pippa and Penelope laughed and played. But suddenly, disaster struck. With one mighty swing, Pippa accidentally knocked over her favorite lamp, sending it crashing to the ground with a loud smash. Pippa's heart sank as she looked at the broken lamp. Tears welled up in her eyes, and she felt a lump forming in her throat. She knew she was going to be in big trouble with her parents. But then, something unexpected happened. Penelope hopped off the bed and waddled over to Pippa, wrapping her soft arms around her in a comforting hug. Pippa felt a warm wave of reassurance wash over her. "It's okay, Pippa," Penelope whispered. "Accidents happen. We'll figure this out together." Pippa sniffled and wiped away her tears, feeling grateful to have such a thoughtful friend by her side. With Penelope's help, she knew they could make things right again. And so, with determination in their hearts and a panda pillow in hand, Pippa and Penelope set off on a new adventure to fix what they had accidentally broken. Little did they know, their journey would lead them to unexpected places and teach them valuable lessons about friendship, forgiveness, and the power of teamwork. But that's a tale for another time. For now, let's leave Pippa and Penelope as they embark on their panda-tastic adventure, ready to face whatever challenges come their way with smiles on their faces and love in their hearts. With the broken lamp still on the floor, Pippa and Penelope knew they had to come up with a plan to fix it before Pippa's parents came home. They couldn't bear the thought of disappointing them. "Okay, Penelope," Pippa said, her brow furrowed in concentration. "We need to find a way to fix the lamp. But first, we'll need some supplies." Penelope nodded in agreement, her black and white ears perked up with excitement. She was ready to help her friend in any way she could. Together, Pippa and Penelope rummaged through Pippa's room, searching for anything they could use to repair the lamp. They found some glue, tape, and even a few spare screws hidden away in Pippa's craft drawer. "Great. Now let's get to work," Pippa said, rolling up her sleeves and grabbing the broken pieces of the lamp. With Penelope by her side, Pippa carefully applied the glue and taped the pieces back together, following Penelope's lead as they worked together to fix the lamp. It wasn't perfect, but it would have to do for now. As they stepped back to admire their handiwork, Pippa's heart swelled with pride. She never would have been able to fix the lamp without Penelope's help. Together, they made a great team. But just as they were about to clean up the mess, they heard the sound of footsteps approaching. Pippa's parents were home. Panic surged through Pippa's chest as she frantically tried to hide the broken lamp behind the curtains. But before she could, the door swung open, and her parents walked into the room, their faces lighting up with surprise. "Hi, Mom." "Hi, Dad," Pippa said, trying to sound casual as she blocked their view of the lamp. Her parents looked around the room, their eyes lingering on the mess of feathers and pillows scattered across the bed. "What have you two been up to?" Pippa's mom asked, a smile playing on her lips. Pippa hesitated for a moment, unsure of what to say. But then, she felt Penelope's comforting presence beside her, and she knew she didn't have to face this alone. "We were having a pillow fight," Pippa admitted, her cheeks turning pink with embarrassment. "And, we accidentally knocked over the lamp." Her parents exchanged a knowing glance before bursting into laughter. "Well, it looks like you two had quite the adventure," Pippa's dad said, ruffling her hair affectionately. Pippa breathed a sigh of relief, feeling a weight lift off her shoulders. She was so grateful to have understanding parents who could see the fun in every situation. As Pippa's parents helped her clean up the mess, Pippa couldn't help but feel grateful for her panda pal, Penelope. With her by her side, Pippa knew she could overcome any challenge that came her way. And so, as the sun began to set outside, Pippa and Penelope snuggled up in bed, their hearts full of happiness and love. Tomorrow would bring new adventures and new challenges, but for now, they were content to bask in the warmth of their friendship. The next day, Pippa woke up to the sound of birds chirping outside her window. Sunlight streamed in through the curtains, filling her room with warmth and light. It was going to be a beautiful day. As Pippa stretched and yawned, she glanced over at Penelope, who was still snuggled up beside her. With a smile, Pippa reached out and gave her plush panda friend a gentle squeeze. "Good morning, Penelope," Pippa said, her voice soft with affection. "Thank you for being such a wonderful friend." Penelope's button eyes twinkled with happiness, and she let out a contented sigh. She was grateful to have Pippa in her life, too. Suddenly, Pippa's eyes widened with excitement as she remembered something important. Today was the day of the annual Willowvale Sleepover Spectacular. It was a special event held in the town square, where all the kids in Willowvale gathered to camp out under the stars, tell stories, and roast marshmallows around a cozy bonfire. Pippa had been looking forward to the sleepover for weeks, and she couldn't wait to spend the evening with her friends. But she knew there was one thing missing: Penelope. "Penelope, do you want to come to the sleepover with me?" Pippa asked, her eyes shining with anticipation. Penelope's heart skipped a beat at the thought of going on another adventure with her best friend. She nodded eagerly, her smile widening with excitement. Pippa grinned and hugged Penelope tightly. "It's going to be the best sleepover ever." With Penelope tucked safely in her backpack, Pippa set off for the town square, her heart pounding with excitement. When they arrived, Pippa's friends greeted them with cheers and hugs, thrilled to see Penelope tagging along. As the sun began to set and the stars twinkled overhead, Pippa and her friends gathered around the bonfire, roasting marshmallows and sharing stories late into the night. Penelope sat by Pippa's side, soaking in the warmth of the fire and the laughter of her friends. As the evening drew to a close and the last embers of the fire faded away, Pippa couldn't help but feel a wave of happiness wash over her. She was surrounded by the people she loved, and her panda pal, Penelope, was right there beside her, sharing in the joy and excitement of the night. As Pippa snuggled up in her sleeping bag, she knew that she would treasure this moment forever. With Penelope by her side, she felt like the luckiest girl in the world. And so, as the town of Willowvale drifted off to sleep beneath the twinkling stars, Pippa and Penelope dreamed of all the adventures that awaited them in the days to come. With their hearts full of happiness and their minds full of dreams, they knew that their friendship would last a lifetime. I hope you enjoy listening to Pippa's panda-tastic pillow fight.